welcome back to another episode of the Higher Level Podcast. So we've got a wee bit of a Fight Island special tonight. Joining us all the way from Abu Dhabi, we've got James Doolan and Mark Ewen. Lads, how's Fight Island been so far? What's the experience been like up to this point?
It's been good. Enjoying it, man. I think each day's getting better for us. Fairly enjoying it.
And so you said to go to London first, right? And was it 3 days you quarantined?
2 days in 2 days in London. One test there. Got the results on the second day, and then they took us straight to the airport. We never actually went out of the airport. Went through like a private security, and then went on the charter jet. There was about 40 on it, I think. Flew straight here, came straight to the hotel at the island, done our first test, got locked in the room again. London were in the room on our own, which was a bit of a fucker. Once we got here, they put us in pairs, so I'm in with Danny and Stevie and Mark together. 2 days, again with the self-isolation here, a second test. And then on the third day, they let us out the rooms. So it's been cool once we've been allowed out, and we've got access to like the training facilities and stuff. It's been decent.
And obviously the burning question is the nasal test. How was it?
Horrible, mate. Horrible, man. I didn't enjoy it at all.
They gave us in London. They put it in you get the throat one, and then the same swab up the nose. It was absolute shit. And then when we got here, they offered us you can either do the throat one or the up the nose one. And I was kind of watching who's all taking this one up the nose. Fucking all the idiots take the one up the nose. Danny took up the nose the first time, but the one up the nose is disgusting, man.
That's what I got twice. I feel like they were going much further up the nose when we were here. It was easier in London, man. Just kind of swabbed in the mouth up the nose a wee bit. See, when we got here, they went fucking put my brain out or something, man.
Oh, it was horrific.
Gave you a false sense of security then.
Yeah.
They would be nicer to us.
Good news is, you are all clear, COVID-free. So you obviously departed London. What was the flights like in the way here? Obviously, you saw Danny was getting treated like a king up first class and that. What was the flights and that like on the way there?
It was cool. It was like we're on a massive plane. I think there was about 40s on. It's a plane for like 400, so we were all kind of spread out. The fighters were all in first class, which was cool. So they're all getting their feet up and stuff. I think there was nobody running about me. I was right up the back. There was some Polish guys near me who kept going up and raiding the free bar. But it was cool, man. Read the book for a wee bit, watch the film. I think we flew for about 7 hours or something, and then it was cool. The only bad bit was when we got off the queue at, which should be customs, I guess, but the passport check there taking about 2 and a bit hours, which is you're just standing waiting. I think they'll have that kind of fixed now. I don't know if it's because we landed at 5:30 in the morning. Seemed to get a wee bit quicker at 6 when people maybe started their shifts at work. But that was the only bad bit, man. But we're in the hotel. Once we get through customs, we're in the hotel about 20 minutes later.
In terms of one of the questions a lot of people have been asking, obviously with the UFC fights on, it's about safety and stuff like that. To your point of view, how has UFC been in that sense? How the precautions are put in place to keep people safe? How have they been?
I think once we got to I don't think there's much they could have done until we got to the hotel in London. Like in through Edinburgh Airport, and then on the first flight, the British Airways flight was pretty much full. There's not really much they could have done, but once they got us in that hotel in London and tested us, like if anything was going to go wrong, it went wrong there, because we'd already got the kind of go ahead for there, and then you weren't running about anybody from that point on who hadn't been tested. They are pretty stringent with it. We've like 3 tests already. We've got another 2 to go. Every member of staff at the island's been tested. Apparently they've been in the island for 2 weeks before we got here. So they're on the news and stuff here saying like the United Arab Emirates COVID-free. I don't think they've had cases yet in months. So it's been pretty stringent, and even now it's like if we're outside the room, you have to wear masks and stuff like that. and they've locked off certain activities and shit you can't do here to maybe get people mingling. But it's only really UFC people that are here. The island's been closed off for a couple of months.
For you, Mark, as well, obviously, James, you spoke in the past about you getting fighters like Mark involved in experiences like this so they can feel what it's like to be involved at the UFC level. For you, Mark, how's that experience been?
It's been good, man. I'm enjoying it. It's really good for me to be here and get the feel for it, kind of go through all the kind of protocols with Danny, like go and get his kit, check in and stuff. It's good for me to go and see that and experience that. Obviously the UFC is where I aim to be, so I'm really enjoying it and going through all these steps with Danny. I think it's vital for my career and all for me to kind of visualise stuff like that in the future and be able to kind of go back and know exactly what it's like.
Aye, and does it add fuel to the fire as well, just going out there?
Oh, definitely. 100%. Even just like seeing guys on, like I watch Embedded, I watch the countdowns, I'm always watching loads of stuff and trying to see what it's like and kind of get a grasp of what it's like in the UFC. But now that I'm here, living it in person, actually going through, like I said, going through all the steps with Danny and stuff, it's a different level and that definitely adds fire, 100%.
And I guess, James, that's exactly what you're looking for. That's why you do this, I'm assuming, for guys like Mark and other fighters. You have it again.
Yeah, I've always done that. Like maybe for about 15 years plus, we've always tried to have the amateur guys come up and just be around about what's happening at pro level, so that nothing's a shock to them. We still do this now. Like before guys even have an amateur fight, we'll take them to like the on top shows and stuff like that. We took at the last on top show, we had a kid called Lewis Coyle actually cornered Mark. And it's just a process with getting these guys used to like the changing rooms and the walk out to the cage and stuff before they even do it. I actually stole it for a boxing coach called Brendan Ingle, who used to do it with his amateur boxers. He used to take Nazim Hamid to shows when Harold Graham and stuff was fighting and just get them comfortable with everything else, because they can get comfortable with the gym stuff themselves. It shows them the business side of it, and more importantly, it shows them what like these elite level guys are just doing the same stuff as you. They're nervous backstage. They're going through the same process and whatever else. So it's an important thing for all the fighters. But like the thing with guys like Mark is that's the level he's going to be at. Like it's just a formality now for him. So he just gets here and he sees it, and then what he's saying, he's in a hotel the new way. There's Volkanovski's here, Jose Aldo's here. Masvidal's just rocked up the day. Do you know what I mean? He's like, it shows that this is within touching distance for him. It's not like other sports where you're maybe watching Messi and stuff like that, but you're never going to be running about the guys in that kind of close proximity. The only downfall has been with the COVID thing. If the COVID thing wasn't happening, then this week Mark would be able to get in workout rooms and see these guys training and stuff. That's one of the things I quite like about the UFC, is just hanging about the workout rooms and seeing like the other coaches working stuff, and we're not going to get that opportunity just because of the kind of segregation. But everything else is just going to be beneficial for them, and we'll just continue to do that in the future. Like we'll always take these guys to fight shows just to let them get a feel for it and see what's going on.
So, and you mentioned Masvidal there. I don't know how much you've keep up in news and what's happening. You've seen Masvidal. I think he was in a private jet. Apparently, I don't know if he's just trolling the private jet stoked in Rome so he could get a quick pizza. That dude's embracing it, man. That's a fun addition to the card, right there.
Aye, definitely.
It's pretty cool, man. I think he just hit the hotel a couple of hours ago, actually.
Aye. Just quickly, while we're on that, obviously Burns drops out, Masvidal steps in. Stylistically, how do you see this in terms of, is it a more difficult or an easier matchup, do you think, for Usman? And just Tyrese come in on that?
I think in a lot of ways it's an easier matchup. I think you'd have had, there's obviously the thing with the two guys being teammates. I don't know how close they were, but that puts an element to the fight that I think is going to cause some problems there. But I think he'll struggle with Burns on the ground a wee bit more than what he will with Masvidal. I think stylistically, I pick Usman. He'd beat both of them. I think he's pretty much at his prime now. Physically, he's an absolute monster. Technically, he's really good. He looked great in his last fight. I think he beats Masvidal, but I think that fight will be a wee bit more exciting while it lasts. And I also think there's maybe more of a chance of an upset with Masvidal. I don't think Burns would have caught Usman. There's maybe a chance that Masvidal catches him.
Yeah. What do you think, Mark, yourself?
I'd say Usman as well. I think he's just so well rounded in the fact that he's a much bigger welterweight than any of the other guys. Like, obviously Jorge's fought at lightweight and stuff and he's moving up to welterweight. But there is the chance that he might catch him. You can with Jorge's like good crisp striking, like things like flying knee and stuff. He might throw something at the bag and catch him, but I'm going to go with Usman. I think he's just too well rounded and really technically sound.
They also don't like each other, which is kind of, you went through like two teammates fighting each other. Their head coach no one in and today with it, to two guys that were a year ago they were getting separated at the Super Bowl. I think they were trying to fight in a fucking conference suite at the Super Bowl.
I think the other thing as well is I would have Masvidal Usman bigger fight for Usman just in terms of popularity of fight. Masvidal's far more popular than Burns. He's more a household name, so potentially we're looking at maybe this draws more eyeballs than the original main event.
I think it will definitely. Masvidal's got a bit of falling, but I think when Usman beats him, he's just beat Covington and then Masvidal one after the other, and it's two guys that both of them have got a bit of hype now just because of their antics outside of fighting, obviously, as well as how they're performing. But like if he has a dominating performance against Masvidal, he's just beat two of the kind of more kind of hot fighters right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, James, you've been here before at UFC with Danny, Stevie, Doolan. How does this one compare? How does this compare to previous shows that you've attended? Just because we're in such a unique situation.
Up until today, when the fighters signed in and stuff, it was completely different. But then the day with the whole sign-in process, like the fighters getting their weight checked, going through the stages with the office, then to the equipment bit, and all of that stuff is pretty much regular. It's just the tiny wee things like the walking about with a mask on and stuff like that, and then they kind of want you to spend a wee bit more time in your room and stuff, I guess. But it's got a massive feeling to it. It feels like they're doing something kind of special here. You can feel it already here. And I think it's just a case of the whole month or whatever it is with the 4 shows. They've just started off massive with this 251 card. It's the only kind of show I can remember having the same buzz about it was when the first one in Glasgow, I think, because it was like a home show for us.
Yeah. Obviously, with regards to training and working out, how do you have scheduled times that you're allowed to go in and work out, or how do you coordinate that?
They've gave us a workout room. It's actually joined onto our main Danny's room. What's Stevie doing in that room, Mark?
Talking about his magnesium.
Three dinners. 3 dinners just a day. So they've gave us a workout space. It's like a private one for just us next to the room. There's a matted area there, like 6 metres by 3. They've put a wee private kind of sauna thing in it for Danny. So we've been just getting. Danny's been doing 1 workout a day. Mark and Stevie have been doing 2. So we've had access to that since yesterday. So we've been doing that stuff. Only challenging stuff was a couple days in the hotel room. I think in London when they were on their own, Danny was skipping and stuff like that. Then the 2 days here, we managed to hit pads and stuff like that by moving the beds in the room. A lot of the other fighters are just doing the same shit. And then once we get that matted space, pretty much train as we want.
Obviously, the week's ticked by now, it's getting pretty close. Are you quite excited to coach in this environment where there's going to be no crowd? So we're definitely going to hear you, a Scottish accent you can't hide. That's got. You can usually hear you pretty well in corners anyway. So is there any of that playing on your mind at all, or have I just brought it up now?
That'll not change anything for me, man. Like, once we go in there, we always kind of go through a wee process where it's like you always remind the fighter, the only voice you're going to hear is mine. Like, and Danny will just focus in on that. I maybe not have to shout as much as sometimes with the crowd and stuff. I have to shout and get him like lost my voice and stuff like that. But I'll just do what I do normally. I'm quite big on just talking guys through stuff and making sure I kind of reinforce the good stuff and make them aware of any potential things that may happen. But a lot of the time, especially with Danny, you're just kind of leaving him to kind of suss it out yourself.
Yeah, and that's, is that part of the week that you're going to be looking forward to walk out that Stevie and well?
That's what I'm probably looking forward to the most, definitely, the walkout, just to feel the atmosphere and really take that in. That'll be something else. That's something I'm definitely looking forward to. But everyone just gone through the step. Everyone with Danny, like I was saying, we checked in the day. We probably need to do a bit of media. I wouldn't mind just sitting there watching the weigh-ins, everything, just to go get a feel for it and experience it. Even though it's not me actually doing it, but being there and seeing that, I think it's good for me, especially.
Well, you're just this fight weekend experience. You're just basically acting like a sponge, just trying to soak as you can.
In a way, I've been acting like it's like essentially my fight week. I'm still training, I'm getting work, and I'm eating clean. I'm trying to get the weight and stuff like that. Doing everything like Danny's doing, just to make it a lot more real.
Yeah. Obviously, there's not going to be a crowd there. Would you have liked it if there was a crowd there, just to feel it with the crowd in the arena?
Yeah, it would have been cool. Yeah, it would have been cool. But like I said, we're just here for take care of business and make sure all Danny's needs are met and take care of business Saturday. So I'm just totally focused on making sure Danny's sound. And in a way, I'm just doing everything with him and just absorbing it all.
And overall, obviously preparation has not been ideal for anyone leading up to this, James, but how do you feel the preparation has been for Danny? Is it just as good as it could have been under the current circumstances?
I've actually been thinking about this quite a bit, man, to be honest. There's actually been stuff in the preparation for this fight that I'm going to keep going, kind of moving forward. A big thing is it's probably been the most personalised training camp we've done in a while, because we're not training in groups. We usually when there's fights, the fighters are in groups, say maybe 20 or 30 sometimes. And even though like you're kind of focusing in on the guys that are fighting, especially the big fights, and maybe bringing in sparring partners and stuff, the circumstances have basically meant Danny was training on his own for a bit. As soon as the fight's been agreed and stuff, we kind of knew he was going to be fighting on Fight Island anyway, because he was matched back in April. And then obviously we were meant to go to Nebraska, I think it was. The COVID thing scrapped that. So Sean Shelby had come out and said all the guys who were contracted to fight would be the first guys matched. So Danny's on the first card here, pretty much because of that. So we knew we started gearing training up a wee bit as we got closer to the Fight Island thing coming. And then as soon as we got the opponent's name in the contract, it was just a case of creating a small kind of intimate group for training. The fact that Makwan was a southpaw made it easy to bring in Mark and Stevie. And then it was just tailoring his program with strength conditioning coach, and then making sure he was getting everything that he needed. But it means that I've pretty much seen every single round that he's done. The guys I'm bringing in are studying tape and mimicking the guy, and everyone's been it's hard for me to miss anything. I'm not having to control a group of 20 or 30 people when all I need to watch is Danny sparring or plan his pad work and stuff like that. So it's been really cool that way. It's almost like the way the elite level boxers run their camps. So they bring in a camp and a couple of training partners and go for there. So it's pretty cool, man. It's definitely something I think with the guys competing at, when we get back to normal, with the guys competing at UFC level and stuff, we'll do try and get as close to this as possible while maintaining certain sessions with a bigger group.
Yeah, so it's like with everything else, it's always a learning experience. It's quite easy to get out of certain things, I suppose.
Aye, well, it's just adapting it. It's like everything else, but I think everybody's in the same boat with this. We've got Holloway on this card on Saturday night saying that he's not seen his coach in a couple of months. He's not sparred. and try to claim that he's been doing nothing but Zoom workouts for 2 months, and he's like trying to win back his title. I think everybody's in the same boat to an extent, man.
Holloway's definitely got some serious hair. He's really gone with that hairdo, eh?
It looks cool, I think.
Aye, it is. What I seen embedded in that, it looked like Holloway was just working out his own, but I think he also said as well, he had a lot of injuries and a lot of maintenance he had to do on himself physically, I think. So I don't know if he's maybe took this time to address some of those situations as well.
I think he'll win at the weekend. I think he'll do all right.
Memory serves with that first fight, Volkanovski, was it a low calf kick for Holloway to fight the fight?
It was a close fight, man. Volkanovski kind of took over a wee bit with them, but Holloway is one of the smartest fighters, kind of currently active in the UFC. But the break might have not been a bad thing for him if you think about the fights he'd had. Away back, he had that winning streak. Like after he lost to McGregor, I think he'd won like 11 fights or something. And then when you're the champion there, you're fighting it's the best guy. Every time you fight, it's the next best guy you're fighting. And it's all the 5-round fights and the Aldo fights and the Dusty went up to 70 for the Poirier fight and stuff like that. So the break's probably been good for the guy.
Yeah. You say mention Aldo there. Have you seen him about at all?
I've seen the team. I've not seen Jose. I've seen Pederneiras and I've seen Hackman Diaz and that the other day. We'll probably bump into them at some point. I've seen Volkanovski cutting him, but he looks quite a funny wee guy. He's just like he's a wee unit and all that. Aye.
He's like, what's your expression for Joe Rogan? He's like a fridge or something, like a wheelie bin.
He's a tank, man.
And obviously, Mark, it's been a while since we've had you on, so how's things been for you through all this? Obviously, not being able to really get to the gym as much as you would normally. What's life been like for you? What have you been doing to keep yourself active?
It's been alright, man. It's been good. I've just been obviously turning a negative, what would be besides a negative situation into a kind of positive situation. I've still been out cycling, running, done a marathon and that, just trying to test myself in other ways that aren't quite like MMA and fighting related. So I've been out and just kind of keeping myself busy and getting on with my life and looking after myself, you know what I mean?
He's got his next fight lined up as well. It's August 23rd on that Celtic Gladiator show he's fighting.
Good show, that one. Have you got an opponent that you can announce now, or is that one?
I don't know his name.
It's Ted. He's fighting an English kid called Teddy Stringer. I think he's 7-1. He's fairly. They sent us a bunch of names, and he was the best guy out of the bunch, so we went with him. That's that kid. So it's another step just towards Mark's kind of cementing his place as the best lightweight amateur in the country now.
Aye, and Celtic Gladiator's a good show, man. They put on some good. Carl Prince runs that, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's got one of the closed door events and all.
Aye, yeah. So obviously fighting with no crowd, or will they have a limited crowd, or how's it going to work? That any idea?
I think it's empty, man. It's just a pay-per-view thing. It seems like he's putting together quite a big card because he's got mobs on it, and we've got another guy, Oscar, who's due to make his pro debut on it as well. I think he's still maybe trying to match Kunle as well, so it sounds like he's got a big show.
There's going to be a few guys on the card anyway.
Yeah.
And are you eager to get back in there, Mark, after obviously?
Aye, man. Buzzing. It'll be weird to fight without a crowd, to be honest, because usually I like that atmosphere. I kind of absorb all that and feel off it, but it'll be cool to fight without the crowd, see what it's like.
Aye, it's because when you're in there as a fighter and the crowd's roaring and stuff like that, can you hear all the impacts of your strikes, and can you hear everything that's happening as it goes on?
I can only hear James, to be honest with you. That's all I ever hear. Just James. He's got a distinctive voice. That's all I ever hear. That's all I ever try to listen to, and just kind of you block it everything else. Just trying tunnel vision.
Is that something that just happens naturally? That almost everything zones out, and you just focus in on that one thing, which happens to be fighting.
It's just I know that's the voice I need to listen for, and that's the only voice I really want to listen to, because that's obviously he's got a better view than me outside there. and I'm just got tunnel vision, straightforward, listening to what he can see, and obviously I do what I can see as well.
It's what I think. What is it my wife says? Selective hearing.
What was that?
I think my wife says it's selective hearing.
I've got that apparently as well.
Funnily enough, so have I. I think Wasties has. My son's got it definitely. So for the rest of the weekend, how's things scheduled to go? Is it now about making weight? Is that what the focus is at this point in the week?
Aye, tomorrow's kind of the funniest day, man, because you're not really, you're still just bringing your weight down a wee bit, but try to get through the day. So Danny will probably just train once tomorrow. I think we'll get a walkabout and stuff tomorrow just to go to the hotel. I think Stevie and Mark will train twice again. I'll jump in and try and train with them at some point, and then Thursday we'll just start the kind of weight cutting process, getting ready for making weight on Friday. But a lot of them is just hanging about. It's just waiting, like just the same as normal. It's just in a bit of, in a position where the place we're waiting about is a wee bit nicer to go outside and see stuff and whatever else.
Well, I mean, if you compare Nebraska to Abu Dhabi, I think there's one. I mean, you could have been in this Nebraska today. I know. I look boring as shit. I was actually looking at maybe finding a wrestling school or like one of the colleges or that to go and have a look at how they were coached and stuff. And I was in Nebraska, so that would have been cool. But we'll find something to do tomorrow. I think Dan's why I go play golf or something tomorrow. Right. And these are all obviously you're sharing with Stevie, you're sharing with Danny. So there's got to be a snorer in the crowd. There must be a few broken noses there and a few deep. Somebody must be brutal. Who's the worst?
I'm usually late for the count, so I didn't hear him at all.
Danny. Danny's the worst for snoring.
I've got you, Danny.
Correct, it's Justin Flanagan. He's not even here. He's in Bothwell somewhere, but you can still hear him. I think it might be me. Danny falls asleep before me, but so it's all right.
I'm gutted he's not on his weekend hanging night. I thought he would have maybe made an appearance in that.
Well, I'll get him in that the next couple of days, don't worry. He was just trying that out last night.
So what is that then, that weekend? I'm just explaining to us exactly what that is in the purpose here.
It's a sauna. Apparently it's a sauna, but it's more like a steam room thing. So I don't know what temperature. It was fucking roasting last night. So basically he sits in there and his head's at it. And there's a wee machine you put water in that it boils the water, which funnels the steam into the wee tent thing. It's going to encourage them to sweat. So I don't think in countries like this you don't normally get like dry heat saunas because you don't need them. So they've brought them in.
Yeah, and the rooms in that, I take it, are the rooms roasting or take it the aircon's pretty good and everything in there?
The air conditioning's pretty good, man. As soon as you get the balcony door, but you get blasted with it's like a wave of heat. I've been out watching, there's some cars going around about that track earlier. I've been out there and me and Danny's been sitting there fucking eating dinner and stuff like that, but it's like proper, you're in a desert, man, so as soon as you get outside the hotel you just get hit in the face with the heat.
And has everything been more or less purpose-built for the UFC then?
I think they've just adapted everything, man. They've shut off the area we're in to the public. There was roads shut and stuff. We got a police escort for the airport to the island and stuff. It's just to stop people getting in, which must be to do with kind of stop any kind of cross contamination. But they've adapted some things. I think they've had to build a couple of wee roads and stuff like that. Obviously they've brought in like the medical stuff for the testing, but it looks like it'd be a really cool place to come if it wasn't for the pandemic. Like if you were coming here for something else, where you could get about and see stuff, but they're pretty much just, it is like a private kind of space just for the UFC.
You're a wee bit gutted they've not set up some sort of Mortal Kombat island where they can
I've still not seen where the fights are happening Saturday, so there's still time. I'm still hoping that it turns out like that.
You never know. It's misleading that they've been showing that cage and embedded and all that, because I personally thought they were going to be fighting outside. That's kind of the way they portrayed it.
We were worried about that, actually, like Danny getting sunburnt and stuff like that, but I'd be raging if I was the wee guy to build that cage. Like, I'd go and build a cage on the sand for no reason, so people can get a picture took next to it. It'll be better in an arena, man, with the lights and the air conditioning.
If they were fighting outside, would they let you wear factor 50?
Slip. Well, that could be a good thing. Just slip out all the submissions, couldn't you? Just fucking sun cream in between rounds.
That's just one last thing. Obviously, after the fight, it's basically these are quick turnaround. These are effectively fighting a few hours and then straight out. Is that right? Aye.
I think we got a test. Show finishes at 8 a.m. I think we get tested, and then we're straight to the airport. I think we leave. Danny said I think we leave Abu Dhabi at 4 p.m. to fly back. So it'll be a case of, I think, back to the hotel, pack our shit up, get that test, and then get out of here.
I take it that's obviously dependent on what happens in terms of injuries, all that sort of stuff.
I think so. You obviously get the post-fight medical and stuff like that, and then you get cleared to leave. Sometimes like guys will have to go to the hospital and stuff like that, but I don't imagine the one is hanging about. The good thing is the UFC is here and the staff are here for another 3 weeks, and there'll be other scheduled flights to London because the Welsh boys are due up, I think, Wednesday and stuff, and then I think even Paul Craig's on at the end of the month. So I can't say anything. I've never had anybody had to stay back before, so I don't think that'll be an option. Although I think Stevie was kind of hoping to get COVID and get trapped here. He's been running about asking people to cough on him and stuff, saying he doesn't want to go back to Fife.
He's living on the free meals.
He's eating all these free dinners.
Is he enough we could get the wage out of it? It's brilliant, man. It's been really interesting just to hear what it's been like out there. It sounds quite a surreal experience. Is it one you'll remember, do you think, for the rest of your days?
Aye, definitely, man.
What about you, Mark?
Aye, once in a lifetime, man. This is the first Fight Island, obviously, so to be here and be a part of it, it's definitely one for the memory books, man.
Aye, and it's obviously potentially a place you never know. You might be back at yourself and you're
100%.
Right. Obviously, way crowd. Do you think do we see a time anytime soon where the crowd's back?
I don't think so, man. I don't think this year anyway. I seen there was a football game, I think Denmark today, where they put in a crowd. Did you see that? They were sitting them in groups of 50 and stuff and then separating them, but I don't think it'll be the next a few months away yet. I think I've got a feeling they'll be back. I think UFC will be back here, just for the way people are even talking. I think they'll probably do like the similar thing again, just a month of fights here, maybe September or October. I've got a feeling they're going to do that just to keep all the international fighters busy. So I think Stevie will probably be aiming at getting on that. But I have no idea when there'll be crowds again, man.
Obviously Stevie wanted to potentially fight in this card, but it's effectively down to medicals, isn't it? There wasn't time to get it done.
Aye, I think he's been all cleared now and stuff like that to fight, so he just needed to get, I can't remember what he's still got. Some of these medicals will be in date, some will be out of date, so it's maybe like his eye test or whatever, so you need to get them. Once you get here, you kind of get that done, Sean Shelby had said to him.
Aye.
So it'll be a case of going home, and then they'll get in touch with us, probably offer him a match, and then he'll have to go get that stuff done, similar to what Danny had to do. I
figured there was definitely a chance of him fighting a 3 dinners a day, so
light heavyweight fight.
I guess so.
Listen, lads, thanks. I know it's quite late being up there, so thanks very much for coming on. Obviously, can't wait for Saturday to see the fights. But cheers for coming on and sharing your experience so far, Wes.
Thanks for having us, man.
And for everybody watching the show, as always, we appreciate it, and pop over to the Higher Level YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and keep yourself up to date with the show.